In 2025, despite economic uncertainties and high home prices, many buyers are still entering the real estate market. Understanding the psychology behind these decisions can provide valuable insights for both buyers and sellers. Additionally, the fear of missing out plays a significant role. With over 230 US cities now seeing starter home price at 1 million or more, nearly triple what they cost 5 years ago, buyers worry that waiting could mean being priced out entirely, according to the New York Post. According to Investopedia, one key factor is the concept of soft saving, particularly among younger generations like Gen Z. Instead of aggressively saving for retirement, many prioritize present well being and life enjoyment, leading them to invest in experiences and assets like homes that offer immediate value and stability. Moreover, the scarcity of available homes creates a sense of urgency that completely changes how people behave. When there's not enough inventory, people stop thinking rationally about things like interest rates and price per square foot. Instead, they start thinking, what if I miss my chance altogether? And this is especially true for first time home buyers who are watching prices inch up year after year and are feeling like every month they wait, they fall further behind. And the numbers back this up. According to Redfin and the National Association of Realtors, housing inventory in the US is still down roughly 35% from pre pandemic levels. And in many metros, especially in the West and Southwest, it's even tighter. Phoenix, for example, has seen a modest increase in listings, but demand continues to absorb inventory faster than it's being replenished. So when buyers do see something they like, they feel pressure to move fast, sometimes within hours. And that kind of pressure doesn't always lead to logical decision making. It leads to emotional ones. And that brings us to one of the biggest psychological drivers of today's market: fear of regret. Buyers aren't just afraid of paying too much, they're afraid of not getting anything. We've now lived through multiple years where people have stories about the home they didn't buy and how it's now worth $100,000 more. That kind of regret really sticks with people. It becomes a motivator. So even in 2025, with higher borrowing costs, many buyers are saying, I'd rather lock something in now and deal with the rate later than wait and miss out completely. That creates an interesting dynamic. Buyers are essentially saying, I know this rate isn't ideal, but I don't want to lose the opportunity. That's not pure economics. That's a blend of economics and emotion, which is really psychology. Let's talk about that idea, locking something in now, because this is another mindset shift happening in real time. For many buyers, the decision to buy is no longer about getting the best possible deal. It's about getting a deal they can live with, knowing they'll refinance later. According to Freddie Mac, over 85% of mortgages originated in the past 12 months are considered temporary strategy loans, meaning the buyer didn't expect to hold that rate forever. They're buying the house now with the plans to adjust their loan when or if rates improve. You also have buyers who are prioritizing lifestyle over spreadsheets, and this is especially true with Gen Z and younger millennials. They aren't just investment purchases, these are choices about where they want to live, work remotely, raise families, or even create multi generational living setups. People are spending more time at home than ever before. They want their space to reflect their values, whether that's sustainability, location flexibility, or just having a home office and a backyard. Now let's flip the lens and talk about another emotional driver: stability. With everything going on, stock market volatility, layoffs in tech, inflation still not completely under control, people are looking for something that feels solid. And for many, that's real estate. When you own a home, it's yours. You're not dealing with the landlord raising rent. You're not watching your retirement shrink away with every market dip. You're building equity. And that feeling of control, that matters more now than ever to most people. And again, this all feeds into why people are still buying, even when rates are high and prices feel steep. Now, let me be clear, this doesn't mean buyers are blind. They're doing their research, they're using online tools more than ever, attending open houses, running affordability calculators, tracking rates. But at the end of the day, emotion still wins. If a home feels right, if the payment is manageable and the lifestyle boxes are checked, a lot of people will say, let's do it now and we'll sort out the rest later. There's also a social layer to this. Homeownership still carries weight. It's tied to adulthood, financial success, even identity. So for many, buying a home is about more than numbers. It's about belonging and about making it. In uncertain times, people double down on these symbols of security. And that's something I've been seeing every week in this market. Clients will come in saying, we're just going to look for a few months, then they find something that feels like home and everything changes. They shift from analytical to action mode. And that's part of the psychology that we've been talking about. So what does this mean if you're a buyer? It means you're not crazy for wanting to buy a home right now. You're reacting to a real sense of urgency, real inventory pressure, and a natural desire for stability. But it also means you need someone in your corner who can help you make a confident decision, not just a fast one. And if you're a seller, understanding buyer psychology is your biggest advantage right now. If your home is priced right, presented well, and marketed with emotion in mind, you can still tap into a pool of potential motivated buyers who are ready to act, but they're not going to overpay for average. They want to feel something. So if your listing isn't connecting emotionally, you're leaving money on the table. At the end of the day, this market isn't just about numbers. It's about human behavior. And the more we understand what's driving that behavior, the better we can make decisions that actually make sense for our lives. If this video helped you see the market in a new light, I'd love if you gave it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, especially if you're someone who's actively hunting for houses right now. I want to hear what's motivating you, what you're feeling, and what's holding you back. If you want more insights like this, go ahead and subscribe. We talk a lot here about how real estate and psychology overlap and how you can use that understanding to make a better decision. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.